Hands down, YouMyZero is now one game away from the semifinals, but can they make it past Beyond Digital? Welcome to Shoutstone, everybody. My name is Shalthis. I'm coming to you from DFH Stadium, where Game 4 of this series, this epic semifinal, quarterfinal series, has been taking place. As we saw in the last game, it was clearly YouMyZero all the way with 2 goals, taking the game 2-0. No offense from Beyond Digital, but a lot is on the line in this game. This is Game 4 of this series. If Beyond Digital loses tonight, they are out, and YouMyZero will move on to the semifinals. So without any further ado, let's take you down to the field right now. And here we go. Kickoff underway. Game 4 of what will be an amazing series. What has been an amazing series, let's be honest here. But YouMyZero is going to be going all out to knock out Beyond Digital. Already, our blue team, Beyond Digital, putting the pressure on, but they recognize a bad situation here. The long arm of the law, clears the ball back out and is trying to move it into an offensive position, but can't make it happen. I am a tree there to center it, but nobody available to make an attempt on it. Firestarter clearly not going to come out of goal to try to make a play on that. That would be a little too high risk, methinks. But already, YouMyZero doing a pretty good job of putting some pressure on Beyond Digital here. One thing I want you to pay attention to there, when Beyond Digital got that ball in the corner, instead of just being, hasty to try to clear it out, they were doing a really good job of quieting the ball down, keeping it down on the pitch, not letting it be a misclear that would result in a perfect center for their opponent. That's the last thing you want to do at a time like this. Alright, looks like Anduru was trying to make a play there. He came up a little shy, so I think he just did a backflip to kind of slow himself down. Again, ball in the corner. Anduru, great job of just tapping it out of the way so that a play could not evolve for Beyond Digital there. I am a tree again trying to clear it up. He doesn't get good contact on the ball, so he tries to set it up for Firestarter. A very nice play. Tries to play it back a little bit. Now a centering shot. Oh, nearly a goal there. But Anduru was in the right place at the right time to stop that attempt from happening. Another great setup here. Law tries to make it happen, but it did not result in a goal. Fireburner a little out of position. Here comes Law. Cannot make it happen. That's a goal. Let's take a quick look at this. So Fireburner cannot connect to clear the ball. Law a little too in front. And that's just enough for Anduru to park it in the net. Now, back on the attack. Already down a goal. 3 minutes to spare, though, so plenty of time. Very aggressive there. Demolition. Oh, and nearly another goal. That probably would have been the nail in the coffin, but as we saw just a few games ago, even with a minute left, that was not enough for a 2-0 win for YouMyZero. But already, they're being very careful with their defense. They don't want to leave that goal open. You can see Linkuru fell back into a protected position. Oh, and a great clear. Nearly in a great spot for Beyond Digital, but did not happen. I am a tree tries to come up at Linkuru from behind. Sets it on net, and Law has to clear it back downfield. He puts it in the corner. Firestarter in a great spot to make a play on it. Sets it to the center, but Law could not get into a position to make a play and actually put it on net. So far, that's been the story of this game. Beyond Digital has been setting up some pretty good shots, but they just haven't had the positioning to deliver on it. However, their defense has been very solid. Only let 1 goal slip, but they've been stopping a lot of pretty precise plays. And Law again. Great stop. Up on high. We are down to the final minute 30. Anduru tries to put the ball on, and oh, it teases. It tickles the net, but does not go in. No such luck for YouMyZero. This game's not over yet. A great shot on goal, but Casey Lucky standing in front. He has been a very solid keeper this entire series. Oh, a great attempt by Linkuru to try to put some pressure on there. But Firestarter was right there to clear that ball back into position. Law puts it on net. It hits the crossbar. Oh, and it nearly followed through on, but it could not get past that incredible defense of YouMyZero. Once again, that has been another story of these quarterfinals, is the defense of YouMyZero. Oh, and a huge crossfield goal attempt, but Firestarter there to make a play on it. Ball set up high. Fireburner has to push it in, but no! Not enough! And Anduru responds in kind. Sorry if I called him Firestarter. It's Fireburner. But look at that goal. Anduru gets the rebound, puts it up high. That could be it. We gave them a minute to spare in Game 2, which they were able to recover from. But I don't think YouMyZero is going to play this half of the game, or this last 30 seconds of the game, with anything less than the best defense to preserve their 2-goal lead. And already, they're hunkering down, blocking the corners, clearing the ball out down to the final 10 seconds, and I think we are 10 seconds away from a semi-final move for YouMyZero, and the game is done. Oh, and nearly tries to get a goal at the last second there, but that did not happen. Let's take a look at the final stats. What a game! In these last 2 games, YouMyZero has been devastatingly good. In this game alone, Anduru with both of the goals for the Orange team and 3 stops on the night. That is an impressive offensive and defensive presence for the guy who's typically a really prolific striker for YouMyZero. Linkuru with a couple of big stops himself and a couple shots on goal, and Casey Lucky with 1 big stop on the night. But really, that's all you got to do, man. Sometimes when you're the goalie, if you got a couple of people who are always putting pressure on the net, you're just going to hang back, relax, and make sure that net is safe. But 6 shots on goal for Anduru as well. A lot of pressure, and I think that was the big problem here that Beyond Digital was facing. If we look, Fireburner had 3 saves on the night and 3 big shots. Law had a save and 3 shots, and only 1 shot on goal for I Am a Tree. Not quite as much offensive attack. Slightly less, but just the stopping of YouMyZero and the offensive attack, clearly what it took to take this team into the semifinals. So that is that series. I don't know about you, but that's been pretty amazing. We had 2 amazing teams from the EU going all out, putting goals away, making huge stops, and it came down to the final 2 games, which are 2-0 wins for the Orange team. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. Is what it is. But I think that's going to do it for this episode of Shoutstone. Come back soon. We are going to have a very special series of episodes, the finals of the PC Needs Love tournament. I bet you can't wait for that. It's going to be good stuff. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time.